mics? Check. Music cued? Check. Presenters ready? Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything else in between, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I am TK Tiger. I shall be your host for this evening, and will be in your ears for another 90 minutes as we TigerTails Radio Season 16, Episode 10.
10.
For 10
That's
weeks.
the scary thing.
I know, we're in double figures. We're now, 42 episodes away from the end of the season. Yay!
Whoa!
I know, we get there. But I am not alone in bringing you this madness into your ears on a Monday night, for we are joined by... I was going to say a Hedgie, but it's webcams again.
I'll be with you. Don't worry.
He'll be
Introduce
back.
everybody else.
Talk to ourselves. So
Hello,
instead,
selves.
we will introduce the Xavier.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show.
We'll introduce the
This
Void.
is normal.
Void,
This
Void,
is
Void,
so
Void,
normal.
Void,
Bye, Void.
And there's also Charleston.
Hello.
We nearly had a Hedgie again, but then it died. YouTube is also being a prick, and is just, well, being a prick, basically. Hello to Muscle Lion in Discord. Hello to Shade in Discord as well, and anyone else who is in the Discord. And hello to anyone watching on the YouTubes. Nothing's
We
working.
appreciate you.
I have got plenty of systems resources available. It's not me. Everyone else, apart from Hedgie's webcam, is absolutely fine. But YouTube is going, nah, I'm just not getting a good enough signal for some reason. Even though my internet's fine, because we did a check. That's why we were so late starting. And everything else looks good. It's just almost on Charleston.
I don't know. Apparently, Charleston is talking for you.
Apparently so. So, yeah.
Ventriloquist acts, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm very good at it too. Didn't even see my lips move there. So, yeah. YouTube is complaining.
Hey, I've got
OBS
the
is
camera
complaining.
working again.
Hedgie's in the dark.
Hello.
We'll wait
Hello,
for his white balance
everybody.
to kick in.
I'm here momentarily. I may disappear, but hopefully I won't.
Well, for the moment, we go Hedgie as we watch as white balance slowly fade back into how it's supposed to be.
Welcome to Technical Problems, the show.
Yeah, it's the first.
This is
20 minutes.
normal.
We're allowed to break it. Hedgie is now doing exaggerated movements because he really wants his webcam to die again. Look of it.
Yes. Okay. Well, cut off me then before it cuts off.
Oh no, I'm waiting. I want to see this just implode on you because that's
All
hilarious.
that's going to happen is it will basically just go black. That's what happens when webcams stop working. They just go black.
Dear me.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, well, what we'll do then is we will very quickly transition into the review of the week, and then we can do Hedgie first, so that if his webcam in, then we won't need to worry about it.
Yes.
Good plan.
I thought it was.
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
And hopefully we are now back with Hedgington.
Hello.
So, Hedgie, how has your week been?
My week's been pretty good. I actually got 3 interviews to go to, which was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
All those throwing out of things, and I got 3 interviews.
Nice.
The first one was a replica of the first job I got when I moved to Southampton, which was direct selling, which was like, hell no, am I doing that? Because they sent me, they headhunted me, and I thought, oh, this will be good. And then I did a really weird interview where they have someone talk at you and explain what the company is.
Yep.
Then they send you a questionnaire and go, fill this in. So I just filled it in.
Yep.
Because they go, fill it in as soon. Don't think about the answers. And you just basically put in.
Also, you don't have time to read and understand the questions.
Exactly, yeah. They went, we really like your answers. And they obviously had a system where it just copy and paste certain things, because it said, what do you like to do in your free time? And I put voice acting and baking, and it says, we really like the fact that you're into voice acting and baking. What sort of projects do you enjoy? And it's like, good God, you know.
Welcome, ChatGPT.
So I went, okay.
Yeah.
So I went for the second interview, where they basically have a real life person talking to you, and then they split you into groups, and they basically do it. And they were introducing everything. It's like, and so indirect selling is where you give things to people like leaflets and stuff like that, but we don't do that. We do direct selling. I was like, oh God, it's gas and electricity all over again.
Yep.
And yeah, it was gas and electricity. It was like, oh, come on, no.
I've done my time.
then,
F off.
Yes. And they said, the first thing we teach, everyone starts off in sales, and we teach you how to talk to customers and how to deal with rejection. You've just told me that everybody's going to say no.
Yep, they do.
It was like, oh, God, no. So I went through that, and then they sent me another questionnaire. And no word of a lie, the last question was, what would you choose if you were offered £100,000 or a 1-year mentorship with Elon Musk? What? It's like, come on, seriously, stop stealing things from LinkedIn.
Wow.
That was LinkedIn about 5 years ago. It's like, good God, update your stuff. It was like, I would take the £100,000 because for that, it would actually be useful. At which point they went back and we really like your answers. We'd like to do a one-to-one interview. Please choose one of the options from below. And the options for interview, the same day, like
Jesus.
a couple of hours later.
Yep.
And this was at 8:30 in the morning. So I was like, oh, God, barely alive. And then the next one was on Saturday. I went, there's no way I'm leaving the house today to go and do this freaking direct selling. And it was like, we really want you to come for this. It's like, oh, yeah, I bet you do. You desperately need people to do this.
Yeah.
So
Basically, do you have a pulse? Great, you're in.
I was like, no, I've done that. I tried direct selling. I'm useless at it. So I went, no, not going to do that.
Not
The
for
second
me,
one
thank
was a customer service advisor for Vita Student Hubs in
Oh, yeah.
the Lucia Foster Welch building.
Mhm.
So I went there, had an interview there, seemed
Nice.
to be okay. I got there 2 minutes late, which was a bit of a problem, but
Yep.
you know, the person was late anyway. So
Yeah.
Right, so.
and they're going to they said we'll get back to you and we'll just see what happens.
Yep.
I received I'm using so many chav words. I received an email from the Ministry of Justice today.
Oh, finally.
That said, hey, we know you've been waiting patiently. Just to let you know, your pre-employment checks are going. They usually take, on average, about 12 weeks to complete. 3 months.
Yep.
It's been 1 month. It's 2 more months. Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Like,
That's okay. You can pick up a little job
Yeah.
on the side and then quit
And
it.
then-
when-
Yeah, I
desperate
basically
for
went.
people.
I just went. I'm just going to do voice acting work. I said
Yeah.
I'm just going to do voice work. I'll just supplement my by doing voice work because they went, yeah, you can do that. It's technically work. I was like, I'm going to do that.
Yep.
So I just auditioned for a load of projects today. I'm going to do a load tomorrow and just.
I
record
am
as many I can do.
freelancing.
Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to supplement like that. So only thing I could really do because I actually want that court usher job. So, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I recorded a couple of auditions. A guy I follow on Casting Call is doing another Sonic comic dub. So I've auditioned for Fang the Sniper,
Nice.
the Australian weasel guy.
Mhm.
So I went, okay, that'd be pretty cool. That'd
Fang
be
the
fun.
Sniper, also known as Knack the Weasel.
Knack the Weasel, yes. In America, he's Fang the Sniper. In Europe, he's Knack the Weasel. So yeah.
And who knows what he's in Japan.
He's Fang in Japan as well.
Okay.
Yeah, in Japan and North America, he's Fang. Yes. In Europe, he's Knack the Weasel. Yeah.
So what else have you done this week?
Pretty much. I did some live recording yesterday because a guy called me up and said, "Hey, I lost my voice actor for this one. Can you do it?" Yeah, no problem. Just give me a couple of hours to set the studio up, which is basically code for I need some time to recover.
Yeah.
And I basically went, yeah, and we just did some live recording, and it was like, do this line for me, just like that. It was like, yeah, directed. I'm very good at being directed. I like being directed, so yeah, I'm very good at that.
Cool.
So that was fun. So I've got another thing of that. I did another server I was on said, we need someone to do Knuckles impression. It's got to be Idris Elba style. I went, I'm British. I can do that. So,
Okay.
and
There's a
basically-
qualification there.
that's my qualification. I've actually been able to get a pretty good Idris Elba Knuckles impression. They went, yes, you sound very like him. Do it. I was like, yeah. So I've got a role as a sort of a small role as Knuckles in a couple of indie projects. Yeah, that's quite fun. So
Nice.
yeah. Also to do somebody was doing there's a couple of there's loads of Danganronpa projects on there. People love doing those. And
Popular anime at
somebody's
the moment. It's still quite popular after.
Oh yeah,
after
it
the
is.
current...
I like Danganronpa.
Mm.
It's a good series.
Mm.
And somebody's created one, and they went, "We've got this character called Beetle." And I went, "I want to go for that."
Yeah.
They went, "This guy's insane. Do as many takes as you can." So I went, "Okay." So I did 3 styles. I went for criminally insane, which is Batman's Joker. I went for manically insane, which is Zaz from Sonic Lost World. I went for cruelly insane, which is Kokichi Omar from Danganronpa version 3. Yeah. That's quite fun. That one took me about 30 minutes because I just had to constantly tweak the volume levels. Because my Zaz voice is so loud, I have to turn my mic down to 1%. And it's still getting right up to like high thing. It's like, damn, my voice is loud.
Yeah, we know.
No comment.
I do like the Zaz voice. The Zaz voice is so much fun. It's just, it's basically that. That's the kind of voice it is. So I like doing that one.
As the compressor goes batshit. Thanks, Ed.
Yeah. I like doing that voice. It's so cool.
Bet your neighbours don't.
Ow.
Oh no, they're fine with it. As long as I don't do it after 11 p.m., they're fine. So yeah, 11 p.m. is my cut-off. Yeah.
I feel
So that's
sorry
what
for
I've been up
neighbours.
to. Doing interviews and screaming into my microphone.
So,
Pretty much.
right, I might as well quickly do my week so I can finish setting up the Jackbox. So, throughout the rest of the week, it's just been working and it's tax year end season, so I've just been coming home sleeping and dying and trying to recover and just basically not having a good time. So, tax year end ends soon though, so hopefully I can bounce to be a bit more normal and actually chat to people on messengers and shit, because I've just been kind of hiding and avoiding everything while I go and relax. Over the weekend, there was excitement and drama because, as you may have noticed behind me, there is now a sofa.
Oh, is that from where I think it's from?
It is where you think it's from.
Oh, and how did you get it in there?
Well,
He says, "Oof-na."
It's one of the top 4, like 3 stories up. That's
Yes, he is.
yeah, we'll get.
Yes, he
He's
is.
going to say he disassembled and pulled it through the window.
No,
This is
because
part of the conversation.
I've been chatting to Echo, and we went to Costco the other day, and so I managed to get some Costco goodies, which was nice because I've been running out of a few things, like bleach. So now I have a ton of bleach, among other things. And while in the car, I said, right, so how much? Yeah, because I've been chatting about how it helps someone else move, and I was like, well, yeah, I need to go around renting again because we need to get the for our mother's place. So I start to organise mother's place and get rid of that. On, what do you? And he was like, well, just for the sofa, might be able to fit it in the car. We'll see if we can disassemble it and stick it in the car. So we popped over on Tuesday for a bit of reconnaissance. Found out we could not disassemble the sofa. That was far too easy, wouldn't it, kids? Yes. So he thought, well, I can still probably get it in or on the car at least. We can put it on the roof rack and see if we can transport it over.
You Mr. Bean style, did you?
Near.
Got close. So we looked at the weather reports and it was a bit miserable looking on Friday. A bit miserable. Saturday was rainy, so it was just right. Okay, that's a write-off. We won't bother with that. Sunday, Miss Xavier should be down as well. Great, that's an extra pair of hands who can help us navigate it into the flat. Because myself and Echo are going to poodle on down and see if it would fit in the boot, which wasn't likely, but possibility. So Sunday comes along, we forewarn Xavier slightly. By the way, sofa move, and we come along and it's all good. Everything's looking wonderful and peachy so far. We get to the we go inside the flat. Xavier takes one look at the sofa and goes, "I ain't going to go anywhere."
Yeah.
Wrong.
It's an 8-foot sofa. An
Yeah.
8-foot sofa. The reason why I said this is because of a little corridor right at the top of the stairs. The stairs weren't the issue.
No.
We weren't worried about the stairs. It was getting out.
The initial getting it out of the flat, mother's flat, was the first hurdle, because it seems that it was a standard door size for the door frame. And so consequently, that came off its hinges, and with a bit of jiggery pokery, the sofa emerged from mother's flat. Brilliant. So far, so good.
Yay.
We then trundled it on down the stairs, and roof goes on. Sofa goes on roof rack, strap. 20-mile-an-hour crawl down the Shirley Road, and we get to our flat. Wonderful. So I dash upstairs to basically clear out all the pathways and everything, and make sure the doors are open and ready, while Echo and Xavier unload the sofa from the car, and then the trip up the stairs begins. And for the most part, going up the stairs wasn't too much of an issue. Some bits were a bit narrow, some bits were a bit wide, but they've got plenty of room and high ceilings, so it all kind of fit and went okay.
Yep.
Then we got to the top of the stairs. As Xavier says, when you go into my place, there's like a double fire door type thing, and then you get my front door, and then immediately you get this little tiny box room where you can, I've got some shoe rack and coat rack and things, so you can take your shoes off.
Kind of like an internal porch.
Yeah, almost, but slightly kind of more right angular.
Yes.
So Echo was far more optimistic than Xavier was at getting it, and with some choice words and some wiggling and removing off plaster from the outside of the flat, landlord's problem, not mine, and they managed to get it into the kind of 90-degree bend, whereupon they were able to bring it main into the flat, and it is now behind me. It needs a little bit of a spot clean in places because there's some old coffee stains on it from when Mother was still alive many moons ago. And the wood bit needs a bit of varnishing on the edges there where they got scraped against walls and things. But apart from that, it's in. I now just need to get... Oh, yeah, go on.
Now I'm getting visions of in Friends where Ross is trying to get the sofa up the stairs. He's like, pivot!
Surprisingly, because Xavier and Echo did most of that bit, because A, noodly arms, they're weak and pitiful, but also they're both manly men who roughly what they're doing. So they took control and took command of that stage, and I was kind of left on the wings being flappy and just making sure nobody fell down the stairs, which is all good.
Yes.
So yeah, they didn't take it up the stairs kind of lengthways. It went kind of upwards and kind of was walked up the stairs, which seemed to do a much easier job. And
kind of.
Yeah, to a point. And it helped with corners, certainly. And by the time, they were knackered by the time they got there, so I decided, split. I've got a bit of money. Let's go to the cheese, and I'll just treat these two. Say thank you. And so
it's only taken you 15 years, one piece of furniture out of your mother's flat.
Not true. 2 pieces of furniture. I got the footrest.
Yeah.
Okay. Fell apart the moment I left it out. Literally, we closed the front door, started walking along that kind of porch hallway thing they've got on the front there, and it just fell apart.
Oh.
And I was like, well, that's typical, isn't it? But I've roughly repaired it. And here it is.
Hey!
1 footstool. Whereupon it'll probably fall apart again the moment I put it down. But
yes,
I'm going to get some wood glue and some screws and fix it properly so it'll actually stay together. And so, so I've been enjoying having a sofa. And by that I mean I need to buy the little the little rubber things so that the wheels don't grind great big score marks into the wood flooring. Yes. And because my floor is somewhat slopey and weird, I do need something just to raise. I've got a bit of foamy stuff on some of the anti-vibration foam under one of the wheels just to help keep the sofa kind of level. But aside from that, it's all good.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a time and a half, but it was a lovely meal at the cheese. I'd say thank you to those two. And then afterwards, we popped your flat to get the bits, put the door back on its hinges. Xavier went home. We ended up taking Xavier home because he missed the train. And there's a early service. So Echo was like, well, I've got a car. So drive Xavier home, to come back, pop to Echo's flat, just to Echo's house to assist with a couple of bits in his garden because he's like, well, I've got you. And we're knocking off jobs that we've needed to do. And it was like, can't really complain after what I've just put you through. Yeah, that's fair. So half an hour doing that, and then back home, wave Echo goodbye, and chill for the day. And then today it's just been back to work, and I've realised I haven't got any milk. So I got my 3 weeks out of the packet. It was the last 3 in the thing, so I threw it away, and then realised there's no milk, and I was like, oh, shit, I can't eat dry Weetabix. I could do dry Kellogg's Fruit and Fibre, but I can't do dry Weetabix. So
Just use some water.
no, that's gross. Not. So tomorrow I'll be eating milk, and then I can have my Weetabix, and that will be good. So when the adverts say, "Have you had your Weetabix?" The answer is no. No, I haven't. I've looked at it longingly all day. But no, I've not had it. And that is
Charleston and Xavier have 2 minutes to do their weeks.
That's about right.
Well, we were late by 10 minutes. We can overrun by 10 minutes. It's fine. Mr. Xavier.
Yeah, you may want to leave it to go first because I have quite a bit to rant about tonight.
Okay.
Dear me. So, I was ill last week because cold and flu season still.
Oh.
Outside of that, not much. Work has been really busy. I am not a fan of how busy work has been getting at the moment. It's been unreal. We are just about back to where I could be confident we'd be okay, but I don't think so. It's not good. Outside of that, chilling, trying to relax as best I can because, oh my God, I need to. I really do at the moment. I'm waiting for my April holiday. Jesus, I need a holiday. And then, of course, the weekend where TK went, hey, we're going to do a sofa. And I went, yeah, no. It was a whole lot of yeah, no. Seriously. But yeah, we managed to get the sofa up there and Hawoo had free food, which is nice.
It was all good.
Yes, but yeah, that's it pretty much. Week has been busy. And I wish it wasn't. But yeah, over to Charleston.
That was
Okay. So, to update all of you from last week, we are currently without a chef because one is in Thailand and the other has been fired.
Ah, yes.
Yes, so we have got the head of housekeeping taking over chef for the time being, with other people filling the role. I could fill this with a roundabout each day of the week. I'm going to say that and just run about one particular day because this day was quite something.
Ooh.
So I got up at 5:15 in the morning to arrive at work at 6:30, even though my shift on paper starts at 7:30.
Wow.
Yep. And in that extra hour, I got through the backlog of dirty tins that hadn't been washed. I also did the cake trays and put a cake in the oven. The latter two, those two of which are things that I'm meant to be doing after the breakfast for the record. And I'm glad that there was ahead for reasons you'll find out. At the end of that extra hour, I did my usual breakfast duties, which is cooking the breakfast. And then the head of housekeeping came in. I was just filling some paperwork at the time. And I said, oh, hello, good morning. And she said, we need to talk.
Oh.
Yeah. And in so many words, she explained to me that we had the head chef of the entire company, not just the home, but the whole company, coming in later that day. So after I got breakfast done, she was going to put me on duty to get both the hobs and the deep fat fryer cleaned.
Oh.
Yeah. So I just went, okay, yeah, that's all right. I got the breakfast down to the units. I got back to the kitchen. The hob, all right. That's basically a matter of taking the components off, moving the tin foil, giving it a quick wash in the sink, putting everything back together in its place. Job done. The deep fat fryer, on the other hand, I don't think that's been cleaned in about 3 months. Because I don't know how many of you are familiar with how industrial deep fat fryers work. But there's we've got 2 sides, the left and the right side. You open the doors underneath, and there's 2 attachments where you screw a spout onto, and then you pull a lever for the left or the right, and then, in theory, the used oil should come out of the spout and into a bucket that you hold underneath, which then obviously then just clean out the inside, and then refill it with fresh oil. Both of those attachments were blocked. With black gunk.
Oh, no!
Yeah, so the only way I could figure out how to do this was I had to scoop out the used oil into a bucket from the top by hand, using a smaller thing, and then use this pen to unblock the holes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, that's nasty.
I'm amazed the pen still works. But thankfully they were both unblocked at that time, and I was able to clean them out and refill one of them with oil, at least. Yep, and I told the head of housekeeping that we're now out of cooking oil. So she walks me over to the store cupboard, kicks one of the boxes. Well, what's in there then? And I looked at her and said, "That's wash." Which for any Americans who may not be familiar with squash, it's like a non-alcoholic fruit cordial. That's the best way to explain it.
They
but you
basically
don't
just
have
call
to
it
be by fire.
juice. Yeah, they just call it juice over there.
I thought they called the full fruit juice, as opposed to the concentrate.
No, because I think the only concentrate they have is like frozen concentrated orange juice.
It's like liquid. It's like liquid Kool-Aid that doesn't come in powder form.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. What's this then? That yeah. Hate when people do that. What's that then? Not what you're expecting.
Yeah, it's not what you think it is. How about you read the box and see what it says? It tells you.
Yes.
Make.
Yeah. There was another moment where she came to me and said, "So we got minted lamb tonight. Is the lamb coming today because it's not in the fridge?" Yes, there is.
Ooh.
Well, it's not. Well, I put it away 2 days ago. It arrived. So I went to look in the fridge. She hadn't read the label.
Oh my god.
What she actually can read.
So she's used oil for squash. I
Yeah.
dread to think what her chips taste like. And she's also been unable to spot the difference between lamb and nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyhow,
God.
once we discovered that we were out of oil, that we only had enough to fill half of one side,
Oh,
one of the higher ups, I think it was the head of admin, had to do an emergency dash over to one of our suppliers to get a large a large enough bottle full. I then got on my duties, and then the head of the whole company arrived. And also arrived is the new chef that we've hired, but who hasn't been able to start yet because he hasn't shadowed anyone. So he was brought in to shadow just the main chef. So we had 3 chefs in the kitchen. And after that, that became the everybody asks me for something hour because 2 chefs asked me to do things for them. One chef asked me what everything is because he hasn't familiarized himself with the kitchen yet. Another staff member was asking for things. It was like, "Oh, can you take these out for me? Can you fill this out for me? Whereabouts do you keep the eggs? Can you empty this bin, even though it's not even in the kitchen?" It went on and on for an hour. I was flat out. I was lucky to be able to get away.
wow.
But then we get then till 1:30 in the evening, and that's the time I should be leaving. But I didn't because Friday is the day that we make the meat order for the week, and nobody's done it. So I guess I was left to do it. Housekeeper had a rant with me a couple of days before because I ordered brisket, and it wasn't mentioned on the notes given to me by the chef in Thailand that when he said brisket, he meant brisket that had already been diced. So I didn't say that, so it arrived whole, and he had a rant with me about that, even though I ordered exactly what was given to me in the notes. So I checked the notes over there just to make sure that everything on paper was what it said she wanted, and she said yes. She also asked me at the same time to phone as to why the order for that day hadn't arrived yet, because it should have arrived a couple of hours earlier. So I phoned, I made the order, I asked, and they said that because, for context also again, we Brits have a completely different day for Mother's Day. Our Mother's Day was yesterday.
Yes.
Everyone else in the world does it in May, I think. But yeah, so everybody, the reason that our delivery hadn't arrived yet was because everyone made last minute orders for Mother's Day, except for us. So the delivery man was just behind. So, okay, I'll just let them know. So they put the phone down, the butcher arrived. So then it was my job to put the meat away and do the paperwork with that. There's a lot of paperwork in the kitchen. No one ever mentions this on the cooking shows.
God.
Yeah, so I then do that quickly, and then head of housekeeping asked me, "So when is it you actually go your shift's over?" And I said, "Well, I was just about to say that I'm done." And she's like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna break now. So can you just clear the surface for me before you go?" So she left to go on a break. I cleaned the surface. As I was doing this, a repairman for the steamer arrived. I was like, "Are you the one in charge here?" I looked around like, yes.
Yes.
I mean, I've been there the longest out of all the kitchen assistants.
So for lack of better answer, yes, I am.
Yeah. He was like, "I'm here to do some repair work on the steamer. Is it right to go ahead?" I said, "Yeah, just do what you need to." So after I cleaned the surface, I found 2 other staff members and said, "Can you do me a favour, please? When head of housekeeping is back from a break, just let her know that the repairman's here because I'm done. I need to go home." And they thankfully agreed with that.
When you were asked what time do you finish, the answer was 10 minutes ago. Bye.
Yeah.
No matter what reality is, the answer is 10 minutes ago. Bye.
Yeah. I've actually done that once before. So asked me when my shift was up. I said 10 minutes ago, and they were like, "Oh, not much time left then." But obviously, they misheard it at 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, I clocked out half an hour after my shift was meant to end. I got dressed, I cycled home, and I basically died on the sofa.
That's fair.
So an hour and a half extra work for that one day. I'll spare you about all the other days because I've talked rather long enough already. But that's just one example of what each day's been like.
Right. And before we transition to the Jackbox game, if the cast can all have a look at the cast chat, please.
Okay.
Hedgie's already done so that's fine.
Yep, I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. Just doing as instructed.
Because for
I
Jackbox,
sense chaos.
yep, for Jackbox we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to do a game we've never played before.
Oh.
And the reason
I've
for
played
that,
it before.
huh? We've never played
I've
it on the
played it
stream
before,
before.
Yeah. What are with you? Oh, that's
Yes.
what I mean.
Oh, that game or not? No. So, do you remember Poll Mine, where it would be us versus the audience?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, this is a completely different game to that, but it's going to be set up in a similar way. It's going to be us doing the main thing and the audience interacting with the thing, if that makes sense.
Ooh.
Because this is one of those talkie games that you actually need to have a microphone to be able to play.
Ooh.
And thus our usual setup isn't really compatible for that. So I've had to get you all in. I've made a 4-player game, basically, and then the audience can join and do the thing. I've no idea if this will work or how this works, so this will be new for everyone, including me. Justin's apparently already played it, so we're going to go to him to advice. And let's see how well we can break this, right, kids?
Yes.
So on that note, let's transition to Jackbox.
Woo.
Now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
And hopefully we should have a Jackbox on the screen. So your room code is DFER. Come join the audience, because we need to know how this works.
Defer.
DFER.
Defer.
And the great thing is, if you ever shy about playing Jackbox games with us, well, now's the perfect time to jump in the audience, because you'll all be all nice and anonymous. I think. Justin will correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Well, there's a couple in the audience already.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's all right. The room code should stay on screen for anyone else. As we go. So, I'm just going to mute myself while I clear my throat properly for a second.
A cough.
Yeah, I've been a little bit phlegmy in the back of the throat all day, and it's been lovely. Right, so on that note, let's start this game and let's see how it works. We may never play this again. We'll see what happens.
Welcome to Talking Points. I'm over the moon about this crew of expert speakers. Let's get things going. First, you're going to create original speech titles for each other. On your devices, finish the 3 speech titles you've been given. Fill in the blanks with something interesting. Feel free to go totally random or really personal.
Okay. Spelling is a challenge. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. There's no indication of how long, how wide, how many characters.
Okay, I've got mine.
Oh, Jesus. Keyboard.
I must admit,
There we
this is the perk on doing it on a laptop that's also a tablet. I have the addition of actual physical keys, and I can go tippy tippy tap 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 tippy 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 tap tap tap.
Same here.
Okay. I have been told to be thanked.
Ah,
Okay, yes.
everyone's in.
Hey.
Now, pick one of the
Pick the
titles
title
that
of
has
the
been sent to
talking
your
audio.
device. This will be the title of your presentation.
Oh, that's actually a topic I've
Ooh.
Xavier, is this yours?
No idea. It could be a mixture of ours.
Oh, good. I hate this.
I think I found an audience.
Thank you.
Fairly sure I think I found an audience.
You will be the first speaker, and you will be their
It's edgy.
assistant.
And Xavier,
What
you get to be an
exactly are you
assistant.
going to be doing? Excellent question.
Why is this?
As the speaker, you will be presented with a series of slides chosen by the assistant. When you see a text slide, read that text out loud as part of your talk, and move on. When you see a picture slide, just say words
Oh,
until something
no.
makes sense. Or doesn't make sense. Both can be fine. These slides will be in real time by the assistant. You should always be busy
Oh, I've
using
gotta
your
change the
controller to
view.
set up
Right,
the
there we
next
go.
beat of the speech. You'll see the text and picture options follow it.
Oh, I
If
need
you
that
think the
bigger.
setup
No!
text fits the direction of the speech, tap it forward or back to get new options. All speeches will follow this exact structure. Quick personal intro, speech title, picture, text segue,
Interesting.
text segue, picture, thing. Meanwhile, everyone else reacts to the speech in real time. Points aren't just based on value. How many times you hit the button is just as important. So hit them a lot. That's it. It'll be over before you know it. Assistant, go ahead and start picking that first picture. And speaker, don't forget, you're in charge of advancing the slides. So when you're ready, hit the button and the speech will begin.
Hello, my name is V.A. Hedgie, and my talk is I don't care what anyone says, the world needs people acting like dogs. So, basically, dogs are man's best friend. So if we have more people acting like dogs, we will have more people who are friends. And frankly, we need that in this world. There are so many people who don't want to be friends with everybody else. They simply want to ignore people, walk through the streets, deciding not to actually interact with people. And we need people to get to know each other, to bring the world together in harmony. And what better way to do that than to have man's best friend be man's best friend, which are basically dogs. Wrestle with that for a moment, then consider this. I needed you to understand me, and now I need you to fear me.
You've got to talk about the
So
picture, Hedge.
basically, sorry?
You've got to talk about the picture, don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, of course, it was a mime. Mimes don't speak. So, yeah.
Smart
So, of
ass.
course, you know, dogs obviously want to make sure that they understand what we're saying to them. And some people say, well, you know, the German Shepherd can understand 120 words. That's not very many. If we give our dogs, or the people who are acting like dogs, access to the internet, they'll be able to learn so many new words. We will have dogs that will understand full dictionaries. We'll teach them different languages. We will have bilingual dogs, trilingual, polyglottal dogs. Thank you very much.
Oh my god, it's given a... Okay, there we go.
So half of your score comes from engagements. You know how many times people hit.
Well, there's a very nice graph. There's
and
lots
the
of
other
dots.
half comes from the value judgments on the graph.
That's all
You
the
know
people
how a
pressing the
graph
up and down
works.
arrows.
Put it together, and that's your score.
Yeah, that's people
And of
not talking,
course,
get up and down
some
arrows.
points for the assistant. While the speech is still fresh in your mind,
Sounds
let's
so
fill out
weird.
the comment card.
Quotes and notes.
Oh.
Write something funny the speaker said, or anything you took away from the speech.
Okay.
I think the AI certainly helped it take off.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
This is very much a heckling audience game. This
Okay.
very much is.
Shall I begin?
Well,
I'm beginning.
TK has to pick a picture for
Okay.
you to start with, along with a title or a title introduction thing.
We got the title
Got
already.
about 10 seconds.
How do I actually
Right.
submit it?
Don't you just click on it?
I've done that bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
as long as
I'll
it's
begin
ticked.
speech then.
Okay.
Right. Hello, my name is Charleston, and my talk today is how to turn every party into a game of Find the Sausage. Now, you see, the thing about games is that they don't have any dress code usually, so the best way to find the sausage is to just dress up as an insane thing you could possibly think of, and what more insane thing can you think of than a clown? But not just any clown, a clown that's in an abandoned petrol station for some reason, because that's probably the best place to find a sausage. Whether it will still be edible is another question, but that is really the best place you could probably find it. Yes. And that clown's going to be holding a balloon. Maybe the clown intends to tie the sausage to the balloon and then set it off into the sky, because then it will hopefully float in the right direction to whoever the person who's going to judge them is going to be able to grab it. So if there are any children in the audience, please cover your ears, because the thing about games is that it's also very much a gamble. What people don't realize is that you can actually bet money on who's going to be able to find these sausages. And not just money, but online money, because as we can see from this example, this is online gambling. Yes, there's a whole industry now to bizarre games that people gamble with, and one of those bizarre games is tasking somebody to find sausage. Yes, how much people bet on it? I don't know, I don't compete in this, but this is apparently a thing. Yes. I mean, I would say one's bluff, but I'm not really sure how one can bluff finding a sausage or not. Maybe that's the game, that they have to pretend they found the sausage and put a new sausage onto it, pretending that it's the sausage they were meant to find in the first place. Just make sure it's enough. So of all these points, to one essential truth, that, as we said earlier, dog is man's best friend. Dogs are really good at hiding in bizarre places. They can even camouflage themselves as bushes, wearing traffic cones for boots. And if they're really good at hiding, then they'll probably be able to be good at finding things too. After all, dogs have powerful senses of smell. So make sure that when you're playing this game, to go and hunt for the sausage in an abandoned petrol station versus a clown, tie it to a balloon so that the person judging can find it. But also pretend that that sausage is actually the sausage you're meant to find in the first place for the people who are gambling online, and make sure you call everyone's bluff. Make sure that you bring man's best friend along too. Disguise them as a bush. You don't want anyone to know that you're cheating. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the talk. Take care.
Oh my word.
Here's all the numbers stuff.
So that was a very nice little bit of engagement there.
Yep.
Bit of a spike towards the end. I think that's where the audio is up.
We always end with time for the comment card.
So now you get to pick your anything at all about the talk. So quotes and notes is where everyone else gets to add a little thing about the talk.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean,
This is going to
The
be
stage is yours.
Justin's the assistant for Xavier speaking.
Ooh.
That means Hedgie, you're my assistant.
No,
Yay!
And
I know what the topic is.
Of course you do.
I know what my topic is as well. And I'm wondering what Hedgie's going to summon forth for it.
okay, I think I picked the image. Go ahead.
Oh,
He's running out of
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, my name is I Am a Bot, and my talk is...
You need to the next slide. You have a button for that.
You're
I
John
have a button! Oh, I didn't realise I had buttons! Who gave me a button?
She told you at the start.
I missed that. How Charleston AI is changing the way we see the world. So, this is not Charleston. This is a squirrel. This is a squirrel in the woods. This is clearly an example of things that is not Charleston AI art. Charleston AI art is glorious. Charleston AI art makes you feel things that you felt before. Charleston's AI art will come to your house, deliver you pizza, put a movie on, and make you happy. This squirrel is just fat. It is not fun. It's just fat. You want Charleston AI art, and I am here to tell you how you get it. Click button. Please carefully memorize everything I'm about to say. This is a child. This is not shades. A child cannot do what Shades does. Shades goes away and generates the Charleston AI art. Much of it is a rat. He then brings it to TigerTails Radio on a regular at 8:30, roughly, depending on whether Hedgie's computer is working. And then, whilst Charleston is telling stories, he will litter the AI art in the Discord so everyone can see Charleston's little rat face in AI art style, sometimes as a chef, sometimes with a fish. There have been other motifs, but always the AI art. And it is insidious. It gets inside you. It makes you happy. It makes you feel things. Finally, there's the thing that connects it all together. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but let's see what the slide says. It's a man looking at his phone, that's right. We are also on your mobile device. We can bring Charleston AI art to your mobile device via the means that is Discord and TigerTails Radio. We can bring so much Charleston AI art. You want Charleston in the museum? We've got Charleston in the museum. You want Charleston in the park? We've got Charleston in the park. You want Charleston dancing the Charleston? I'm pretty sure we've got that one somewhere in the Discord. Get your phone, go to TigerTails Radio, jump on the Discord, put comments in. Shades will see this and make more wonderful art. And Charleston, bless him, will sit there and cry because he cannot stop any of this. Thank you very much for joining the chaos.
Here's the graph.
Oh, we got the achievement. Oh, trophy.
Not that great. No surprise.
Put it in the comments.
Quotes and notes. TK and Hedgie can do quotes and notes.
Missed the chance to comment.
Don't spoil it for us.
Okay. I didn't know if it comes up at the end.
Not during. It comes up at the end, just not during the competition.
Yeah, I know the game. It comes up at the end.
Okay.
Ready? It's you.
This is all new. So now, oh no, TK.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know what
no.
topic I've got. I'm more concerned
Are you-
over Hedgie.
Are you prepared, Hedgie?
Yep.
Let me know what.
I needed this.
Have you chosen my picture?
Your first picture, yes, I've chosen it.
So I'm ready to begin?
Yes, you are.
Oh dear.
In that case, begin the speech.
And the TED Talk from TK is.
Yes. So, hello, my name is TK Tiger, and my talk is... Everything you know about BDSM is wrong. Or it's dead wrong, in fact. I thought it was Xavier's one. So, take what you think you know about BDSM. You may have read 50 Shades of Grey. You may have seen a dodgy panda costume doing Just Dance. In fact, if you have Just Dance on the Wii, you've probably seen that panda. It knows nothing about BDSM. For BDSM is all about getting your rocks off while inside giant furry animal costumes. Yes, so you might have thought it might be like puppy play, leather, domination, submission, you know, the things what BDSM actually might stand for. It's none of that, ignore it. It's all about enjoying yourself as a big fuzzy panda while playing Just Dance on the Wii, or the Wii U, or indeed probably on the Switch. In fact, if you've seen Ubisoft in E3, you've probably seen that panda doing its thing, on stage in public. Now, this might seem ridiculous, but here's why it's actually very serious. Children, watch E3. Children are subjected to people perving it off in panda costumes. They say the furry fandom is not about sex. This just proves it very different, and they let children watch it. They admit people under the age of 18 into furry conventions where they are exposed to the evils of BDSM. It's disgusting and shouldn't be allowed. Keep those panda costumes back in the bedroom where they belong. They do not need to be paraded all over E3 conferences. Ubisoft do not need to bring the masses. Ubisoft are what's making the game industry wrong by degenerating it with this BDSM fetishism. And it all started with 50 Shades of Grey. So, don't just sit there. Do this next thing. If you were going to think I was going to talk about more panda-related shenanigans, you'd be wrong. Instead, you should put ketchup on the outside of a banana. Now, you might think that this is some weird, freaky BDSM fetish thing, but it isn't. This is almost perfectly normal. The only reason I say almost is because the picture in the illustration is contained within a hot dog bun, thus making the banana a hot dog. The only hot dog that should be is you inside the panda costume enjoying some BDSM, because you are the hottest dog out there. point why they haven't unpeeled the banana is probably a kinky sex thing that we don't need to go into, because that's just kinky sex. That's not BDSM. BDSM is the perversion of innocent children via the furry fandom of giant panda costumes created by Ubisoft. Thank you.
Hey!
Xavier turning red.
I got to see all the icons underneath there, and there were some funny colours going on.
You can click the button to
I
finish,
have, and
by
it
the
hasn't
way.
let me. There we go.
Let's tally it all up.
Oh, that is a better graph.
That might
I
all
think,
show.
I think TK has done very
Say
well.
what?
Well done, Hedge. There were some
Leave
interesting
the
pictures.
comments.
Oh.
Yeah, Hedgie can get.
There we go.
I'm going to call this episode "The Shit People Will Quote Out of Context" or clip out of context for the next 3 years.
The fact it's on YouTube and people can clip things, maybe the first time ever people will clip us.
Well, technically, we can clip our own bloody stream, but we never do.
Well, you do occasionally, but and then post it in the
Very.
Discord.
Yes.
There we go. I'm bloody knackered now. Hope you
One
do this
last bit
once.
of prep before the award ceremony.
That's a lot. That is a lot of work
It's
for this
time to
game.
come
Oh,
up with a
fuck
name
off.
for that
Okay,
big award you're going to give out.
there we go. Name the award you will give out. Oh, so well, waiting on Charleston, who's thinking about an award name.
Hardest bit of the game, this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
I made a quick slideshow to let us relive
Oh, God,
all
there's a
these
recap.
awesome speeches.
Oh, yeah.
the Lord says that the more people like that dog, it was very canine. Oh,
Very rapid.
I was very informed. Now found my sausage. Needed more sausage. Xavier's fun. Missed a chance to comment on Charleston being a theatre.
Yeah, I forgot that one.
And needed berries. Get exposure to sexy pandas and banana.
The moment of truth.
The awards
Each
are.
one of you has one last
Ew.
big award to bestow. And that
Okay.
includes the audience.
So we get to pick the winner of this award.
You've created an award. Now you get to choose your winner for it.
Finally,
Yes.
the
The
big
winner of this
honors.
award is.
So, the Will You Shut Up Award goes to me. The Lab Rat Award
Oh, I wonder who that goes to.
goes to Hedgie.
Oh, me!
Hey.
Porn Award goes to me. And the Most Unexpected Truth Award
Goes to you.
goes to Hedgie.
Yay!
And the Unholy Plunger Award
Whoa!
goes to Hedgie.
Oh my god!
What a transformative experience for us all.
Hedgie's the victor.
Beats TK. God, these awards give you a shit ton of points.
Well, I was the one who gave Hedgie his topic, so. Oh no, that's a lie. Sorry, I wasn't. I was the one who gave someone else the topic. But yeah,
Oh,
well done, Hedge.
oh my word.
Well done,
Thank
everyone
you.
else. That was a good game.
Whew.
That
Who'd
was
have
silly.
thought the natural raconteur would have won?
I know, right? Most times used, Charleston times 2. Most engaged viewer,
Oh.
Charleston with 65
Oh.
engagements. Audience's favourite rejected title: A report from us by the enemy's plan is to pull guns on us. Winner, VA Hedgie.
Hey!
And then just credits.
Hey!
That's fun. I think that's something for.
That was a lot of fun.
I think that's something we play every now and again. Maybe we'll do like a dedicated stream of that one day on TigerTails Gaming.
Oh, that would be great,
we can,
yes.
we can all jump in and play that.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Because I don't know how much
Oh
the audience
my-
gets to do on that one. I mean,
I'm just gonna go to our Twitter. Don't mind me
don't you dare.
doing anything.
God, Xavier's doing
Oh.
things.
I'm not doing anything.
Right, so I believe we have some done and dusted as well.
Yes, we do.
Mr. Charleston has some done and dusted. So while Xavier is doing Twittery
Hooray!
thing, I will do resetting of the Jackboxy things, and Charleston can do the talky things.
Woo!
So TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Okay, now it's live. Right. Justin, in your own
Yes,
time,
done and
the
dusted.
floor is yours. And you don't have
Okay.
to talk about what the clowns and balloons and sausages.
All rant about what?
All right, work, yeah.
So, on Disney Plus, I recently got to finish binging the entire new series of Win or Lose, which is Pixar's first attempt at a TV series, and not a TV
Oh.
series based on any of their previous movies. This one is an entirely original story. In a way, it's 8 original stories, because the way this works is that this is basically telling the same story Rashomon style, in that it's the same time period, same main event happening, but being told from a different character's point of view each time.
Ooh.
Yes. So the story that encompasses all 8 stories, if you were, is that it focuses on a softball team called Pickles, and they win a game which manages to take them to the championship. And then they have a week, I think it was, all to train and get ready for this big match where they might be able to win and, you know, go to hungs or lose, and oh wow. So, let's start with the positives of this one. It is really, really fun watching each story in order and piecing the things together as you go, because obviously the way it works is that each character sees things a slightly different way. To give one example, one story, character scores for the game and looks towards the audience to look at her mum, thinks her mum is distracted on the phone, taking a selfie of herself, and a bit disheartened. But then the next story, the one afterwards, we get it from the mother's perspective. And that, when we discover that she wasn't taking a selfie on her phone, she was talking to an audience member behind her who was being disrespectful. So it's really cool seeing from different points of views and seeing how everything intertwines with each other, because this must have taken quite a lot of effort to write. And also how they see things in different ways. What one person might see as a bit of a lame party where no one's really doing it as a riot. Yeah, so that's really. There's also a really nice level of diversity in this. For the most part, I will address the controversy this show has been getting. But aside from that controversy, there's lots of characters of different races. I mean, we got some black characters, some Latino characters. We've got a Maori character, New Zealand heritage, different genders, couple of coded gay characters. Disney, you know, they want to keep it family friendly, even though gay is family friendly. But the coding's there at least. What else have we got? Also diversity with character ages, because one thing I've always liked about Pixar, if you really look at their golden age, a lot of their movies aren't actually focused on young characters. They're usually focused on middle-aged or older characters, or characters that are coded to be that way. And this is a nice balance between child characters with the focus and characters who are older than that. This also has a very different look for Pixar. I watched a behind-the-scenes clip about this. They basically had about half the time. No, they had twice as much work to do for the same amount of time they would make one movie. So when you watch it, it's very, very energetic. It's never stopping. And another thing I should mention about this: not only is the characters all telling the same story in slightly different ways, they all have a different metaphor for whatever their personal conflicts are. So, for example, the first character is Laurie, and she has a lot of anxiety and self-doubt, and that's represented with a ball of talking sweat that hangs on her shoulder. After that, it goes to Frank, who is the teacher and the umpire for the game, and his visual metaphor is that he is very defensive, and he gets a suit of armor that comes over him when he feels like he has to defend himself against something, including a relationship. So there is a lot of visual stuff going on. It's never boring visually. And like I said, because they had a shorter amount of time to make this than they ideally would have, the more I watched it, the more I noticed there's a lot of shortcuts in the animation. For instance, like one of the characters, I won't say who, but when I looked at her hairline, I realized her hair is actually part of her skin. There's like two tassels, if you would. and they're actually imprinted on the skin. And not that's a bad thing, by the way. It makes quite refreshing, honestly. I'm just saying it gives it a very different look to the photorealism that we've gotten used to with Pixar. And this series is almost perfect if it weren't for a couple of things. So one small thing, two medium things, and then one big thing. Small thing, I don't like the title. I think it's a lousy title. It should have been called Team Pickles, because it's about pickles. Win or lose means absolutely nothing in context with the story. Medium critic number one, actually, they're both medium critiques are with the final episode. The first one is that it's trying to be the coach's story, whilst also trying to be a conclusion for everyone else's story. And it's fine, but it does mean to say that the coach's story does tend to get sidelined a lot. He has about less than half of his own runtime. So what would have been better if this was either an extended episode or even 2 parts? I would recommend 2 parts. So I feel a bit bad for the coach character because he seems like quite an interesting character and honestly kind of hot. And the other critique, 2 of the characters whose stories intertwined before, in the end they fall in love with each other, and I never would have thought of these 2 characters having a romance. Friendship maybe, but never a romantic couple. That came as a really out of the blue. And yeah, let's address the big controversy that the show has had, that for lack of a better term, the trans character has been cis-washed. Disney removed the references to this character being a trans character. For one thing, I find that to honestly be rather cowardly. But the other thing, I find it to be really weird because they left all the clues in there. The character is still voiced by a trans actress, and she still accepted her voice being in there. There's a montage where they go from a more masculine look to a feminine look. The character is excited about being in the co-ed team as opposed to an all-male team. All the clues are still there. It's just that there's one really, really bad edit in their episode where one character, who the hell hadn't come out to yet, referenced them to their incorrect gender, and that you could tell so clearly where that was meant to be. It's a really, really bad edit. I always feel like that edit was deliberately bad as a way of someone saying, this is what was meant to be here. Just fill in the gap yourself. Yeah. So that it's nice that the clues are still in there and there is a sort of representation, but it is disappointing that Disney backtracked on that. So this was an almost really good series, and it's got a lot of really good ideas in it and a lot of ambition, plenty of ambition. But there are a couple of little nags in there. But I still recommend watching it just to see it because this is a lot of fun. It's very funny. And like I said, the main intrigue is just seeing how everyone's stories all intertwine with each other. So yeah, that's my little review of Win or Lose.
Nice.
Right. So I kept on trying to load a game and it just wasn't playing ball with us. So I am just quickly loading a replacement. One that'll hopefully cooperate and not be a big, miserable poo-poo. So give me just a moment.
All right.
I just need to check settings to make sure that they are correct.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Yep, they all look good to me. Excellent.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Let's hit play.
Yay!
Xavier, you made a gif about needs more furries.
Yes. He did indeed.
Sexy banana dogs. That was my comment.
Sexy banana dog.
Well, that's what it was. It was a banana as a hot dog. It's a banana dog. I mean, it's not exactly a split.
Alluringly put in ketchup, which is a sexy banana dog. Right.
Well, they do say ketchup goes on everything.
True. Especially in the bedroom. Let's transition.
It's game time.
And as YouTube loads the comments back in, there we go.
Murder each other.
Yes.
Did you try
I
try Trivia Murder Party 2?
And it wasn't having it. So Trivia Party 1 it is. And so we have Elf, we have Hedgie, we have Banana Dog.
Banana.
Yay! Charleston, are you banana dog?
No.
Banana!
Come on, play.
My
Well, the end of
spoon
the
is
music.
too big.
Xavier's in.
Oh,
My spoon is too big.
okay, I'm in.
Charleston.
I mistook that I for T.
Ah. For the love of God and all that is holy, my anus is bleeding!
Dear God, the old references are coming out today.
Oh, yeah.
What the heck happened to you?
I don't know. That was from his film called Rejected, for those who want to look
Rejected,
that
yes.
up. There's a high-quality version of YouTube now.
There is indeed.
Whereas we used to have to get the pirated version that was in very low quality for many a moon. Lovely. So I think that is going to be everyone, because it's a quiet night tonight. So I'm wondering if Cosmic is Banana Dog. Well, maybe. Who knows?
Ooh.
Let us find out. We'll give people an F, orange and mango juice, and then we shall begin. As Charleston, why don't you read out what you've put in the Discord?
Playing the game of try and make an acronym out of the letters. KXRA, Kodiak Xerox Intercom Ancestors.
Trademarked. And on that note, let us begin.
Yes.
Kodiak don't even do cameras anymore, they're all printers now.
They do cameras.
Do they? I haven't seen one.
Charleston, you get to be a special guest.
Oh, bloody hell.
Come on, wake up. Wake up. Welcome to Trivia Night, voted most painful quiz show 7 straight years. But it's also an affordable vacation for the whole family, if your family likes being murdered. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the minigame, I'll kill you. Don't worry, you can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. And you can always be in the audience. It's just as deadly. What else? Oh, I feel like I'm forgetting information that would help you stay alive. Well, let's just start.
We're off.
Okay, first question. It was revealed in Season 6 of Parks and Recreation that Jerry Gergich's real name is what?
Okay, who's been keeping up with Parks and Rec?
Use your device to answer the question.
I've never seen it, so I'm going to have to stop in the dark here.
Starting season 1 and then other stuff happened.
That sounds the most
I'm just going for the meme. I'm hoping the meme is right.
No idea, so I've just guessed.
I've gone for the most American name that sounds in my head.
Who got the question right?
Harry.
I guessed correctly.
Let's go someplace fun.
I didn't.
Let's have a super fun minigame.
Welcome to the killing floor. It's time for some finger game. This one's not for the faint of heart or fond of finger. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. It's so
nuts.
easy. Easier than cutting off.
Okay, remember guys,
Started on those.
if you all pick the same one, that's going to be the answer on the next question.
Go for it.
Everyone's lost their pinky.
Gee, that wasn't so
Oh
bad.
no!
I mean, you have to live with the consequences, but still.
No one died.
That round.
We're about to.
It's early, but here are your scores. But don't get too high or too low because you're all doomed, remember? Next question. Guy Fawkes was
Okay.
involved in a 1605 plot to
Which
assassinate
English
which English ruler?
Oh. With Brits, we should know this.
I know this one. Because I've watched V for Vendetta enough times. I'll give you a clue. The first name is King.
That's not a name.
Somebody hasn't played enough Tekken.
I've been told so many times I look like the guy from Viva Vendetta.
Who picked this?
King James.
I did. Yes, thank God.
The rest of you,
Yep.
I have a surprise for you. Well, howdy there. Welcome back to the killing floor. We're going to play Chalice.
Oh, this isn't
okay.
good. There's more people poisoning than there is.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Pick a chalice to drop your poison in.
Well, the potential of at least 2 spots, maybe 3. That's safe.
Now it's your turn to play. Pick a chalice to drink from. I keep thinking I should get a
Okay,
good to
let's
the
see if we
last
die.
drop. If you know what I mean. Now let's see what everyone drank.
Let's see if we die. We do!
Oh,
Did they
Embrace
both
the light,
pick-
my sweet dove.
The same one.
the
Yep.
same chalice.
Was it? No,
The same fingers, and they drank from the same
There's no
chalice.
way
Was
to
it chalice
say
number
Chalice
5?
I killed
five.
you and now you're
Number
alive.
5.
But
That's
keep
the one I
playing, and
poisoned.
I promise you can still win.
Thanks,
That's
T.
not the end.
Love you too.
Cosmic says, we got new fiber today, and I can't tell if this incessant glitching lag is on our end or yours.
Practically pays for itself.
YouTube.
YouTube is causing issues.
Before the stream started, it was fine for us. Wasn't happy.
The Donner Party were trapped on which mountain range?
Ooh.
Donner Party were trapped on which mountain?
I think I know this one.
I
think I know history. I'm pretty sure I know this one. I remember this one from history because I was like, this one's terrible. It's like, they ate each other. It's like, yes, they did.
Uh,
Oh, no!
Again.
The rest of you who are still alive,
Well, guess
I
what?
have a surprise for you.
it's 2 more living people, so
It's time for a memory.
always the
Patterns.
patterns.
Memorize the pattern.
So, for everyone playing this game, try to avoid pausing the stream.
Yeah, no cheating.
And done. I hope your memory's better than mine. All day I've been trying to remember the name
What
of
is
the
it,
guy from
guns
the
or colours?
HBO
Guns or
show.
colours?
Man, who is
Sorry,
that?
weapons or colours?
Yeah,
I
Say
think his
weapons
first name
colours.
starts with a C or an L. Ugh, it's driving me bananas. You know what? Forget it. Let's just get back to the cards. Brian Ben. That's it. Okay. Good. From left to right. What was
There
the
we go.
colors? The one with the worst memory will feel wrath, but you'll probably just forget that fact too. Hey, remember this? How close did you get?
Yeah.
Yeah!
It looks like you forgot what was at stake.
Phew!
There were 2 very different years there. Yeah.
I'm still alive!
Somehow I'm winning. That won't last.
Pick up the coffee filter.
You've been answering
Sorry, I
questions
don't know why that
correctly.
popped
That
into my head.
helps.
I
That does.
should bleep it out after I'm done with you. How about this? What show takes place with the satellite of love?
Ah, I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
No, not that.
Not that. It's one of those 2.
Might be this one? Might not. God, this music
I'm-
for
Go for that, because there's got to be one of you who's lost a finger still.
Yeah, I still don't have a finger.
Who said this?
Yes!
No!
Hey!
Mostly wrong.
Another guess.
Too easy.
I've guessed most of these so far.
Alright, next question.
Hi.
Although that wasn't
Don't mind me. I'm just not sharing their Netflix password with me. What year was Netflix founded?
Oh, fuck off.
Ooh.
When did Blockbuster start falling over?
torn between 2 there.
Yeah.
I'll probably pick the wrong one, but never mind.
I'm trying to remember the original logo and date it by that.
Oh, Jesus.
I know they started as DVD rentals and not streaming.
Yes, that was a pain in the arse, by the way.
I still rent DVD.
Time's running out.
The Netflix it was like
And the correct
that
answer
stupid
is
envelope.
this one.
Oh,
Jesus.
wow!
I want to show you something.
Damn!
Okay, the 2 living people have been.
Everyone love math.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't get.
Questions
Woo!
if you can before
TK's still alive.
Whoever
Yeah, I'm
does
good.
the worst dies.
It's Hedge Charleston.
Oh, math.
Hedge is currently in the lead. Charleston is very close to following.
2, 3.
Oh,
in the
Hedge is
lead.
up by 1.
Hedge is in the lead. Hedge is in the lead.
But still,
Oh, 1, by 2, by 1, by 2.
Jesus.
The stream is struggling.
oh, they both got
I
wrong.
wish we could do math all day, but it's almost
By
done.
3, by 4,
5.
by
Hedge is
5.
wrong.
Oh, he's
Charleston
gone
catching.
wrong.
No, Charleston is not fast
What
enough.
is pain?
Oh god.
I guess you're.
So it's just Hedgie and TK alive now.
I'll have to write that one down.
And I haven't had to do a single challenge yet.
Live. Yeah,
Well, now
Yeah,
you
this-
jinxed yourself.
Oh, yeah.
This is what happens when you answer the questions correctly.
Yeah, I still can't believe I've been answering as well as I have. It's not going to help me in the final round. That's where I'll lose it.
6.
Who has not been a host on The View?
I'll Hedge to get this one.
Okay, The View.
I know she has. I don't know who the. I know her of her, but I don't know what she does. The other two.
I was torn between 2 answers, and so I went for 1. Probably going to be the other one, but if I'll find.
Time's running out. And the correct answer is this.
It wasn't that one.
Oh my
no.
god!
Prepare for your punishment.
She wasn't even in my. She wasn't even in my 2.
I think it's time for some.
Oh,
serious-
money.
Serena.
You can attack someone else. You can defend yourself, or you could grab some money.
Okay, so
And if
defend.
no
We'll take
I
the
will
money.
still punish someone. The important thing is that you do your best. Oh, and that you kill someone.
Oh, shout out on the
Yeah, that is
talk, not the
probably the
view.
most important thing.
Rock, paper, scissors. This is really bad when it's 2, because less way of
Hurt
gambling
each
it.
other. I'm gonna call you Michael Chiklis because that was great shield work. Attacking someone and not killing them is real weak. Punishment for you. Why not take a moment to check out my
Oh,
full
God.
explanation of the tiebreaker rules
Oh.
on my website.
You tried to attack me,
Yep.
Only one player left alive.
but I
Just how
defended.
I like it.
Indeed. 'Cause I thought you were going to go for the money.
Who's still alive. Attempt to escape.
'Cause, yeah,
No,
you
I
need
was
it.
like,
I'm going to give you a category.
hey!
Even affected. It's even
Sausages.
affecting.
Answer them. Then press submit. Let's see the right answers.
Yeah, you're really horribly being affected, TK.
You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If the ghost will steal your body, then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts have the third choice to help them catch up to you.
Shoot, I picked one. I shouldn't. I just
The
meant to
stream
put
is-
it in.
Oh,
the
come
map.
on! It just
Oh, no.
unticked.
The
Ah!
stream is a lot.
Yeah,
The stream is going to bounce, unfortunately, guys, because I
Decisions.
we don't know why.
think it's horribly throttling TK.
But it's not, because I've done speed tests.
Yeah, but it's also affecting your Discord, by the way.
Away.
Oh, is it?
Come on.
Yeah.
The Babysitter Club novels.
Okay.
Canada.
I have never, those two?
Are you real serious?
No idea.
Babysitters Club. Yeah, the Babysitters Club is a book series. I thought so. Oh, none of those.
Oh, well, I got one.
Those Star Wars.
Oh God! Seriously? Seriously?
TK has a chance.
I know one of them isn't, and I know one of them is, and one I'm not sure about, so...
I'm exactly the same as you.
Oh my god, he's not sure on one. How?
I don't Star Wars!
I
You
wish-
should
I wish
know
my
one
brother
of
did.
Oh, I got it right,
Like,
though.
you should know that.
I'm going to have to
I mean,
punish
Cybertron is Transformers.
That one, and I knew Hoth was one, but I wasn't sure about the last one. But it was right. It was one.
I don't think we can catch up with Hedgie.
Well, let's see. I'm highly.
We might, if we get all the answers right, we might catch up with him.
Anytime today, kiddo.
Don't think so though.
Oh,
Oh, I got it backwards completely.
where did I?
Here's another one. Instruction in the cha-cha slot.
We should know this. We did this
I
so
know.
many times.
Cha-cha
TK should know
slide.
this even though he hates it.
They all were.
I missed the first one. I thought it was just everybody clap your hands.
I know this.
I know this thanks to
seen
a
them all.
podcast I was listening to.
I've seen
I was
all
right.
of them.
I
Yep.
hate it when everyone gets it right.
The other two are Star Wars.
Yes, they were.
Getting closer. How about the first one?
Nor do I. I made a guess.
They're not mammals.
Crustaceans.
Yeah, that means nothing.
It means they're
What's a
exoskeleton.
bird?
Oh god, Cosmic is getting it so bad that he's not even getting the
Oh,
options.
gee.
Something is
Yes!
throwing TK.
They all are.
Alright, so...
Salads that contain hard-boiled eggs.
Well! Balls!
God.
Egg. Again.
Hard-boiled eggs.
I got it. Partly right.
And Hedgie is pretty much out. I don't think anyone's going to be able to beat him unless he gets all the answers wrong.
Flavors.
Oh. Ben, where are you?
Yes! No! That doesn't matter, because all Hedges get one.
Yeah. Ah, damn.
Yes, I got those right.
Yeah, didn't stand a chance.
God.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Something is severely throttling TK's side. And I don't know what it is, because we're getting affected on the Discord stream,
Yep.
which feeds into the YouTube feed, which is also being affected.
Yes.
I think you might need to reboot your router.
I only did that a couple of days ago.
Ah.
Because the Wi-Fi was playing up.
Your
Ah.
Wi-Fi is a nightmare.
I know, I think I've got just too many devices on it, but... So Hedgie wins in the end.
Hey.
Curse of death.
Woo.
What did I say? No,
I
'cause
want
this-
talking point and this one.
Oh, well, you've just been greedy now.
Yeah, very greedy.
What is causing issues here? Because...
Hi, the he's downstairs. Come on in.
Windows is saying I've got a lot of resources available.
Tube apparently is good.
Okay, I wonder if it's that that's causing it.
What's that?
Graphics hardware is running quite warm,
Ah.
and that's what's encoding the stream.
Aha! Hardware might be. Oh, that's not a good sign.
No.
I want to take the laptop apart and see how. Oh, actually, I've got some air thing. I can try blowing it around and seeing if that does anything. Might just be a bit of dust on the GPU or something. Anyway, let us transition away from. Where did my mouse cursor go? There it is.
Don't ask us. We're not even in the same room.
I know. Well, I've got like 5 monitors, so. Let's just transition back to everything else.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, abusing our internet privileges since 2004.
Charleston. Hooray!
Hey.
Hello.
Right, I'm
Hello.
just turning my fan. Let's turn the fan on and see if I can just cool things down a little bit back here. See if I can drop
Yeah,
some
your
temps.
summer is gonna hurt you. It's gonna be bad.
Oh yeah. Mind you, it's only running at about 60 degrees. Too shabby. A bit warm, but nothing outside of the kind of scope should be able to operate in. But it's the only thing I can see that might cause issues. Yes, I'd like to quit. Thank you. All right, so let's just nerf everything.
Nerf everything.
Nuff.
Shut it all down. Shut it all down.
Nuff.
Shut everything down. Wow, it's nice.
Turn it all off. Everything.
So, if anybody wants to donate to get me a brand new shiny PC, things actually work as opposed to putting this gaming laptop through hell. Yeah, donation links on the screen in the description. Right. We should probably figure about wrapping up.
Yes, it's just gone the hour, so yeah, we're just due for time.
Yeah, a little bit late due to Hedgie's technical difficulties and then kicking in. So yeah, it's all good. But yes, we should. Where is the other mouse cursor now? I am
I
in.
shouldn't be eating this pen knowing where it's been.
Ew, that's a good thought. Put it away. So yes, that is it for TigerTails Radio Season 16, Episode 10. The one where it's going to be quoted massively out of context, but thankfully all the clips will be too terrible to use because of all the YouTube issues.
Yeah, YouTube.
Hurrah! Hopefully it hasn't affected the archive. I'll probably try and watch the archive back to see if that's unaffected, and if it all is really, really bad, I might just upload the archive and then just private the live stream so that people in VODland can have something nice to watch. Potentially.
Yes, because there are a lot of VOD people.
There are some VOD people out there, yes. Hello, VOD people.
Hello.
The VOD
It's
squad.
only been a couple of hours of terribleness that you've had to endure.
The VOD
Yeah.
squad.
Yeah, the VOD squad. People who watch us on video on demand.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're video on demand, comment down below. Say,
Yeah.
we are the VOD squad. Comment down below, we are the VOD squad.
Come out of the shadows. Stop lurking.
Yes.
Come be seen. Ooh, mouse cursor. Ew. So yes, I think it is time for a round of goodbyes. So, before his random dies again, it's a goodbye from the hedging.
Good night, everybody.
It's a good night from Charleston.
Oh, you want a round of goodbyes? Goodbye.
Well done. It is a goodbye from the Xavier.
Goodbye, everyone.
It's a goodbye from the Void. And it's a goodbye for myself, TK Tiger. Thank you very much for watching and or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. Join us again next time, where will there be more fun, shenanigans, frolics, stuff, things, and all other sort, and hopefully, maybe a stream that actually bloody works. You never know. Luck, I'm not making any promises on that. But until then, I need to do the thing, or needs to get ready to do the thing, but they've moved it because they had to be awkward because they finished how Discord works. So all the controls that were at the top of the screen are no longer there.
It's all moved.
So now I cannot seamlessly do the thing without it appearing on the screen. Well, grid view. Thanks, Discord. So
Hey.
it's night, everybody. Night.
Night.